Hello and welcome to the session on information, consolidation and repackaging. The main function of a library and information center is to provide right information to the right user at the right time. The term right information is not a static term, it is a relative term, that is, the right information to a particular group of users may not be right information to other group of users. It means that the relevance of the information is relative. As far as a busy and specialist user is concerned, he needs information that is critically evaluated, condensed, packaged and made available in a form which can be immediately used in decision making, problem solving or for any other purpose in hand. To fulfill this need, a new kind of information organization was started, that is known as information consolidation and repackaging. The information analysis and consolidation centers gather everything about a clearly defined subject field, analyze and evaluate this information, condense and repackage it in appropriate form and disseminate it for a well defined user group. In other words, IAC centers provide users timely, authoritative, evaluated and consolidated information in convenient form, which users can understand, assimilate and use with certain degree of confidence and reliability within the framework of their working environment. There are some factors which are necessary for the information consolidation and repackaging. They are: 1. Exponential growth of information and increasing rate of obsolescence. Users have inadequate time in reading and assimilating new information. 2. Interdisciplinary nature of information leading to scattering and seepage of information. Users can specialize only in restricted subject fields. 3. Wide variation in quality and reliability of information. Users find it difficult and have inadequate time for evaluating and selecting the right information. 4. Information is presented in multiplicity of languages. Users may not be so familiar with all languages to use the information. 5. Information presented in a wide range of standards and formats. Users may not be familiar with the standard of format to use the information. 6. Required information is published in documents with restricted circulation, leading to inaccessibility of information. 7. Science and technological information is highly technical in nature with technical and trade jargons. Potential user with no technical background cannot comprehend it. Definitions: Sarah, Sevick and Wood in 1981 gave the following definition about it. Consolidated information is public knowledge specifically selected, analyzed, evaluated and possibly restructured and repackaged for the purpose of serving some of the immediate decisions, problems and information needs of a defined clientele or social group, who otherwise may not be able to effectively and efficiently access and use this knowledge as available in the great amount of documents or in its original form. The criteria for selection, evaluation, restructuring and repackaging of this knowledge is derived from the potential clientele. UNESCO Symposium on Information Analysis and Consolidation held in Colombo, Sri Lanka 12 to 15 September 1978 gave the following definition. Information consolidation activities are used to define the responsibilities exercised by individuals, departments or organizations for evaluating and compressing relevant documents in order to provide definite user groups with reliable and concise new body of knowledge. Individual or group performing the information consolidation activity would each constitute an information consolidation unit. Objective of information consolidation. The basic objectives of information consolidation are to increase the effectiveness of information transfer to the target, that is the audience, to widen the circle of the population of potential users, particularly by fulfilling specific information needs for evaluated and synthesized information, and to encourage more intensive use of information in wide range of developmental activities. Uses of consolidated and repackaged information. Different types of user groups are there. They can be categorized into the following 6 groups. 1. Scientists, engineers and professionals engaged in R&D activities, manufacturing, health services, planning, education, etc. 2. Managers, business people engaged in small and large businesses, commerce, marketing, etc. 3. Policy and decision makers in government. 4. Technicians, supervisors and para-professionals. 5. Communicators such as extension workers and services, teachers, local leaders in adopting new technology or practices. 6. Agricultural and industrial workers from rural and urban population. Process in information analysis and consolidation. The following are the different processes of information consolidation. 1. Identifying user and users needs. User constitute the most important element in all information consolidation activities, and perfect understanding of users needs is a prerequisite for any successful IAC product. As a matter of fact, it is now well recognized that information systems and services fail if users' needs are not taken into account while designing these services. There are several methods available for user studies. Each method has some plus points and some limitations. It is observed that the centers which make detailed plan for user studies carefully and carry out the studies accordingly, bring out the successful IAC product. The plan consists of following steps. 1. Surveying the previous studies and literature in general to know about all aspects of user studies. 2. Statement of the objectives of the study. 3. Determining the variable to be studied and models to be followed. 4. Selecting sample of the population to be studied. 5. Determining the method for collection of data such as surveying through questionnaire or interview, observation, analysis of previous records or experiments, etc. 6. Determining the method of data analysis. 7th. Determining the ways of presentation and utilization of results. 2. Selection of relevant information sources. Based on the information needs of the user, relevant information sources are selected. Information sources can be categorized into 1. Documentary sources, 2. Institutional sources, 3. Human sources and 4th. Digital resources. Documentary sources are primary, secondary and tertiary sources. While primary and secondary sources contain information on a subject, tertiary sources are used as an aid for selection of primary, secondary, institutional as well as human sources. Among documentary sources, advanced treatises from reputed institutions or publishers, primary peer-reviewed periodicals, ad hoc bibliographies, indexing and abstracting periodicals on the subject concerned, annual reviews or advances in particular subject series from reputed publishers should be selected for consolidation purposes. Publications like research reports, conference proceedings, etc. of the institutions actively engaged in research in that subject area should also be considered among the selection of sources. There is a wide range of digital information resources such as e-books, e-journals, databases, etc. Last but not the least, human resources, that is specialists in the subject concerned, should be identified for consultation purposes. Such specialists may provide information on the subject concerned which is not readily available from any other source. Persons involved in selection process are information specialists or librarians, experts in given subject area, or committees involving either one or both. 3. Evaluation of information. Evaluation involves judging the essential merit, validity and reliability of information contained in the sources selected for consolidation. Procedures for judging intrinsic values are examination of 1. Reviews and state of the art publications on that topic to see if the selected sources are covered by them. 2. Refereeing and peer review to see if the selected sources have undergone refereeing and peer review process prior to publication, as it is the normal practice in the scholarly scientific publication. 3rd, citation indices, analysis of amount of citations received by the selected sources, which may be author, journal or institution. The above mentioned procedure can also be used for selection of relevant material for IAC product. Data provided by the given sources also should be examined for its validity and reliability. Besides the expert judgment or the general consensus, there are other procedures for data evaluation such as 1. Comparison of data on the same aspect from different sources. 2. Testing of data, that is critical evaluation of data. Many information centers have come up that are concerned with testing the validity and reliability of S&T data. One such center is Center for Numerical Data Analysis and Synthesis, Peru University, USA. However, both these procedures are costly. 4. Analysis of information. Analysis of information involves following steps. 1. Study of total contents of the selected document or set of documents. 2. Identification and extraction of the most relevant information conveyed by them. 3. Assessment and verification of extracted information. 4. Selection of a scheme for organizing and systematizing information. 5. Sorting of extracted information into heading and subheading according to the table of contents, classification scheme, typology for the subject or mission. 5. Restructuring and repackaging. This is the very important step in the information dissemination. It is the process of rearrangement of physical media in which information has been presented and the content in which form it is presented, which is tailored to the requirements of a specific user. In other words, repackaging of information refers to the presentation of information in more understandable, readable, acceptable and usable forms. Different types of repackaged information products are available. Let us check some of the most common among them. 1. New letters and new announcements. 2. Pamphlets, brochures and question and answer sheets. 3. Monographs and technical reports. 4. Critical reviews, state of the art report and handbook. 5. Technical guidebooks, how to use books. 6. Operations and maintenance manual, specifications and standards. 7. Recurring summaries of the advance in a topic, short textbooks. 8. Market report and industry research reports. 9. Statistical reports. 10. Radio or TV shows. 11. Comic strips. 12. Wall posters. 13. Lectures and tutorials. 14. Demonstrations and exhibitions. 15. Pre-recorded telephone message. 16. Video newsletter. 17. Audio-visual presentation. 18. SMS and MMS. 19. Email. 6. Dissemination and Communication. The work of IAC Center will be completed only after the dissemination through appropriate channels to the target audience and its effective utilization by the user form the integral part of the whole information consolidation process. The important channels for communication are: 1. Interpersonal delivery. The product is delivered personally to the users either on request or in anticipation of demand. 2. Group personal delivery. The product is delivered to a whole group of users in a meeting or through a demonstration. 3rd. Strategic placement. The product is placed in locations frequently visited by the users to take notice of the pick it up and thereon. 4. Local depositories. The product is disseminated through local information centers and libraries. 5. Mass media. The product delivered or announced through mass media, newspapers, magazines, through broadcasting, that is radio or television. 6. Mail. The product is delivered through the direct or mass mailing. 7. Computer networks. The product is delivered through computer via telecommunication networks, online databases, electronic mail or computer conferencing. Now, let us familiar with some of the leading information analysis center in our country. National Institute of Science Communication and Information Resources, that is NISCAIR. NISCAIR, National Institute of Science Communication and Information Resource, came into existence on 30th September 2002 with the merger of National Institute of Science Communication, that is NISCOM, and Indian National Scientific Documentation Center, INSDOC. Both NISCOM and INSDOC, the two premier institutes of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR, were devoted to dissemination and documentation of S&T information. NISCAIR is providing information services at the national level. The center publishes research periodicals and R&D newsletters, popular science magazines, abstract journals, state-of-the-art reports on specialized subjects and popular science books. Some of the examples are as follows: research of peer-reviewed periodicals, 17 in number in different areas of S&T and information science. Abstracting periodicals, 1. Indian Science Abstracts fortnightly. 2. Medicinal and aromatic plant abstracts bi-monthly. R&D newsletter 1. CSIR newsletter fortnightly in English. 2. CSIR Samachar monthly in Hindi. Popular science periodicals 1. Science Reporter monthly in English. 2. Vigyan Pragati monthly in Hindi. Science Ki Duniya quarterly in Urdu. Wealth of India, a raw material series, that is 11 volumes, 1 supplement. B. Industrial product series, that is 9 volumes. Wealth of India is in true sense information analysis and consolidation product. It is an encyclopedia on India's raw material resources covering plants, animals and minerals. Each resource profile is a monographic representation beginning with correct nomenclature. The known names in vernacular gives brief description of areas of distribution in India, broad parameters of cultivation in case of plants, pathological problems in case of plants and animals, chemical constituents, products, utilization, production, consumption in case of minerals and trade details. Bharat Ki Sampada, an encyclopedia in Hindi on Indian raw materials based on flora, fauna and minerals. Publication is in 17 volumes and 2 supplements. State of the art publications. Published over 20 state of the art publications on specialized subjects such as advances in nanoscience and nanotechnology, and some popular series like Mango in India, Groundnut in India, Citrus in India, Useful Plants in India. Indian Council of Agricultural Research ICAR. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research is an autonomous organization under the Department of Agricultural Research and Education, that is DARE, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India, formerly known as Imperial Council of Agricultural Research. It was established on 16th July 1929. The Council supports study and research in agricultural science including agriculture, horticulture, animal science, agricultural engineering, fisheries and home sciences. The Council coordinates agricultural R&D program and develops linkages at national and international level with related organizations to enhance the quality of life of the farmers. ICAR has established various research centers to meet the agricultural research and education needs of the country. It has set up 38 state agricultural universities SAUs spanning the entire country for teaching, research and extension activities. The Technology Intervention Program of ICAR is integral part of the ICAR's agenda, which establishes Krishi Vigyan Kendras KVKs for training, research and demonstration of improved technologies to farmers. Agricultural Extension Division of ICAR has a mandate to take the technology developed at various agricultural research center to the people at grassroots level, that is farmers. For that it provides 1. Vocational training to the farmers. 2. Train extension personnel to update their knowledge and skill. 3. Provides single window delivery system of technology, products, services and information through Agricultural Technology Information Center. And 4. Through Institute Village Linkage Program. ICAR brings out following publications: Indian Journal of Animal Sciences monthly, Indian Journal of Agricultural Sciences monthly, Indian Horticulture quarterly, Indian Farming monthly in English, Fal Fool quarterly in Hindi, Kheti monthly in Hindi, ICAR News monthly, ICAR Reporter quarterly, Handbook of Agriculture, Handbook of Animal Husbandry, Handbook of Horticulture, Handbook of Plant Tissue Culture, Handbook of Rock Gardening on the Hill, etc. Let me summarize this session. Consolidation and repackaging of information is one of the most useful methods used by not only library and information center, but also business organizations and companies for effective communication of information to its targeted audience. The recent developments of ICT have also been utilized for this purpose. Thus, the potential value of the information has been utilized for problem solving, decision making and national development. Now, you can try to answer the question given here. 1. What are the ICT based information products? 2. Define information consolidation. 3. What is information repackaging? 4. What are the different steps in information analysis? 5. Try to find out any international organization and its information, consolidation products and services. Hope that you may go through these books for further reference. Information Consolidation and Repackaging, written by Sitarama S. in 1997, published by SS Publishers, New Delhi. Textbook of Information, written by Kawatra in 2000, published by APH Publishers, New Delhi. A Course in Information Consolidation, a handbook for education and training in analysis, synthesis and repackaging of information, published by UNESCO in 1986. Thank you for watching this program. We can meet again with another topic. Have a nice day.